I mean, I normally I normally get things kicked off in a jovial way. I'm usually got a song for you to bless you with. I don't have Proto. Welcome. Yes, Proto says I stayed up for that nonsense. Proto says that Leon was so good in the first round. He was excited to see him put, I'm blown away. I'm truly blown away. I'm in shock because we were seeing a Leon Edwards, as Proto just alluded to. We were seeing a Leon Edwards that was in prime physical condition. I've never seen Leon Edwards look so prepared for a fight. I mean, it looked like he was coming out like he was going to just kill. I was blown away. And then we see how great Leon looked. He looked like he'd been fighting this entire time in the first round. For anybody that may not know what I'm talking about, we just finished watching UFC Fight Night, Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. And the fight ended, I think, in the second or the first round via eye poke. Unintentional. I mean, just as almost as unintentional as an eye poke can get. Yes, when you are responsible for keeping your hands closed at all times, and yes, the technique he threw, Leon Edwards threw, was he put the left out there, put his left hand out there to obscure Bilal Muhammad's vision, and then he was going to throw the kick behind that. It's a technique that Stephen Thompson, I feel like, is best known for. Except for Stephen Thompson combines that jab with, I think, MMA's best switch kick. Izzy does that, and that's what Leon Edwards was trying to do. And it just, the hand got into Bilal's eye, and it's awful, man. That's not good. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of, I was really looking forward to that fight. But if we look at the rest of the card, and we'll definitely touch on kind of how weird that the whole main event was, the rest of the card was awesome. The rest of the card was great. It was a lot of fun. Proto says it looks like Bilal walked into it just as Leon was closing his fist. It's so unfortunate. Proto also says the card was so good. Yeah, it looked like so unnatural. The eye poke, to Proto's point, it just looked like something that happened. Yeah, it was a combination of just perfect timing. It wasn't like a quote unquote like a John Jones type of eye poke. It was just, you couldn't prevent that. Unless, to Michael Bisping's point, who started to kind of point out, you could make gloves that force the hands closed, and you need to resist the gloves to actually straighten your hands, which I think Strikeforce gloves kind of do. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, but I think Strikeforce gloves do that. And I don't know how feasible it is, but when you see something like this, yeah, that type of talk gets kicked up for the next week, and then it will go away. But here we are. Trevor Whitman's gloves. What do you mean by that? So to get things started, I'm just like, I'm in a great mood. I feel great. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to be here. I was looking forward to streaming all while we were watching. So if I sound dejected, if I sound not as energetic, it's not because I'm not in the mood to stream. This fight was just crazy. I was having a blast too. I was loving these fights. Were awesome. I mean, it just kind of. Rear Naked MMA says Leon Edwards is cursed. What's up, y'all? Yes, what's up at Rear Naked MMA on Twitter? Yeah, what is up? It's taken two ways. It's a double entendre there. Proto X says Trevor Whitman created gloves to prevent the eye pokes, but the UFC doesn't want to use them. Oh, I didn't know that. I literally did not know that, Proto. So thanks for telling me. Proto also says, what's up, Rear Naked? I'm bummed from the fight. Yeah, me too. Great card, though, is right. Rear Naked points out it was a great card. I'm going to get a warm-up here. I definitely thought this was a great fight. A card. I was talking about this, and it's like, I'm not taking credit for it. I'm not saying, oh, I told you so to anybody, because I say this about every card that doesn't seem to have that name power behind it. It's like, you never know, because these guys are fighting. Some guys, there's a lot on the line for everybody. Very few guys go out there with the intention of having a terrible fight. Rear Naked says, yes, the great Proto, the original. Proto is an original to the stream. So yes, the OG to the stream, Proto. But Rear Naked, you're not far behind. This is still a young stream. I think we're 6 weeks in at this point. So this is a warm-up fight. Haven't played for a minute. Oh my god. Proto, why? Proto says he's been up for almost 24 hours just to watch that fight. Jeez. This gives people who do believe in curses. Proto says, glad I seen the other monsters fighting because I'm from Leon's hometown. And I'm bummed to see it happen. Yeah, that's awful. Leon's story it's just awful. And I hope he keeps his head up. I hope he's learned in the adversity he just keeps facing to keep his head up. He clearly has because of how great he looked. My God. Leon Edwards just looked like he was on the next level. Rear Naked says, I'm slowly getting the gripes of the stand-up now. Grip of the stand-up now. I'm only playing stand and bang, but the grappling is way beyond me. Yeah, the grappling is difficult, Rear Naked. A little advice I would give you is to maybe change the settings from default. Don't have it on default. Oh, wow. Don't have it on default for the ground, for the grappling. And, yeah, man, just practice. Just get in there against the computer and just take your losses. That little knockdown, but yeah. So that's the reason why I sound a little different. It's just hard to watch that type of guy. Coach Donato in the building. Friend requests me, Rear Naked. Okay, that's awesome. There you go. Rear Naked has an offer to get some spars in with Coach Donato. Coach Donato got ESPN Plus, got UFC 4, had his first, I think, UFC 4 experience tonight, which is crazy sad that, you ended up, your first ESPN Plus experience was this fight. Late, Donato, there is no sorry, there is no late. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here, my man. Thanks to everybody. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do. If you hadn't had a chance to like, most importantly, hit that notification bar, or bell. Woo! Yeah, man. I feel as though, I hate to say this, because Bilal's going to want, as soon as he gets not over, Proto says, how you feel about the fights, Donato? Yeah, I want to hear. How do you feel? I mean, what did you think about the fights? Donato, rear naked. Yeah, no, I definitely, I feel as though Donato says good fights, too many no contest, but there's going to be stuff like this. Yeah, there's going to be stuff like this. It is a little unusual, the frequency. I'm going to hop into rank now. I feel like I got a little warm up, got my fingers rolling. The frequency is strange, you know. So it's like last week the scale, the history that was made with an illegal knee, and then to see this illegal knee that we opened up the card with. The names are evading me right now. Let me look up this card. But shout out to Dan Ige, that landed that beautiful KO. That was crazy. Eric Anders, that's right, Eric Anders, framing that, up against his opponent as he clearly had the knee. I don't know. I know that it was deemed unintentional. Yeah. Rear Naked says, yeah, it felt like a Bellator event with all the it did. It had a weird energy to it, but it was exciting. It was fun. I really, this card over delivered. I came into it thinking, okay, we're going to have I'm going to sit through this thing and kind of wait to get to Leon Edwards, essentially. But Angela Hill, by the way, looked amazing. Kind of scattered, but Angela Hill really looked great. She came out there and was banging. Somebody on the stream had mentioned that she's kind of a boring fighter. That was a great fight. Ashley Yoder was tough, but she did. My wife even said, Ashley looks a little outclassed, and I agree. Donato says, I blame tonight's knee on the ref. They had to get in there and stop it to protect the fighters. Well, it was a little... the ref can't interfere with the fight. It would have been a mistake for Herb Dean to step in and interfere with the fight before the knee was thrown. It was just kind of a weird situation. The knee was thrown too quickly. Jourdain versus Rojo was insane. Yeah, that was awesome. It was insane. This entire card was really, really it was excellent. I mean, I'm very happy with it. If you're gonna pay for ESPN Plus, definitely, yeah, this was it felt worth it. Coming in here against Dustin Poirier, Jay Spy. Oh no, I always fall for that. Donato says it's definitely worth the $6 this month. Yeah, I agree. Some months you'll pay for it, but you gotta understand too, with ESPN Plus you have access to other things like 30 for 30, and they have other things on ESPN. They have other sports that you get, like boxing events and things like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cheaper than a movie for sure, man. Yeah, Rear Naked said so many fights to pick bonuses for. Yeah, I feel like on this type of night, I hope, if anybody's ever heard, Donato, you might not have heard, but Dana White has had a history when we're talking about bonuses, you get like performance bonuses. You get like performance of the night. If you have some exceptional performance, you'll get an additional $50,000. Or if you're involved in a fight, win or lose, that's just a great fight, back and forth, dog fight, you can get fight of the night bonuses. So people are saying, God, there are so many great fights, so many great performances. Who does Dana pick for the performance of the night and fight of the night? My opinion is, I hope Dana gives some discretionary under-the-table bonuses, as he was known to do in the past with these guys, because tonight was just crazy. It was really fun to watch. Blood incentives, yes. Yes, bring me his head. Absolutely. That's what it is at its core, Coach Donato. Very, very, very much so, blood incentive. Dustin Poirier. Oh, wow. Let him touch my block a little bit too much. It's a tough fight. I don't know who won this round. Rear Naked says it's a small way to make up for the usually low contract pay the fighters get. Yeah. It's crazy when you think about how little some of these guys are making. So Coach Donato or anybody else that's listening in the future, some of these guys that you see on the main card, I don't know for exactly. It's public information. The purses, I think you can go to the Nevada Athletic Commission and see the fight purses, I believe. But some of these guys are getting $30,000 to win, or $30,000 to show, $30,000 to win. So $30,000 to show up and enter the octagon. So that's your flat pay, and then $30,000 to win. That's might be on the high. Some guys are 20 for 20, 10 for 10. Famously, Nate Diaz, when he was very popular, was still on a 30 for 30 contract, which was insane. I mean, the guy was fighting almost for a title. It was 30 for 30. And it's crazy because you got to see, I mean, you got to pay all your corners. You got to pay, you have to live your life. You have all sorts of incidentals. You have to pay for your insurance. You get injured. You got to pay for all sorts of stuff. And so that money doesn't go far. And so a lot of these guys really have a huge incentive to put on those fight of the night bonuses, which is another reason why it's kind of just crazy that people would think anybody would go out there just looking for a boring fight. It says it's like minor league baseball players. Yeah, it really is. It's pretty similar. But the minor league doesn't generate the type of attention that the UFC does. So here we go. Dustin Poirier putting that pressure on me. Rear Naked said Chris Weidman got paid like $385K for every loss. Rear Naked, that's an interesting point. Chris Weidman, when I think about Chris Weidman, I think it's so interesting. They wanted Chris Weidman to be a star. They saw him as a moneymaker. Like, they saw him as what Conor McGregor is. I really believe it. People don't remember, but they used to make UFC fight kits, which were essentially like gave fans the opportunity to wear what the fighters were wearing, and they were generally based off of your country. So the theme would be your country's, flags, colors, and but Chris Weidman had a pretty specialized fight kit, American flag shoes and all sorts of stuff. And if you look at who he fought, it was very generous. I mean, he deserved to be where he was. I'm not crapping on Chris Weidman, but he beat like older Lyoto Machida, Lyoto Machida, you could argue did better in that fight. He did very well in that fight. An older Vitor Belfort, a declining Anderson Silva. Once he got to Luke Rockhold and some of these other guys, I don't know. I just think it was Chris Weidman's a very interesting. His title reign was very interesting, and I wouldn't put him in the top ranking of best champions. Rear Naked says, do you guys think Fighters Union would be a good idea? And would it work? That's a tough one, man. I don't know what we mean by would it work. I think that question is for who. Oh, I'll read that comment in just a second. Donato, Coach Donato. I feel like I lost that last round. Oh, God. So this guy he's tight. He fights really, really well. Very strategically. He doesn't want to get taken down, that's for sure. Okay. Man. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Holy hell. Oh. Oh. This is a... Oh. Golly, that was crazy. Oh. I don't know who won. That last round was mine, that's for sure. Okay, so Rear Naked, did you guys think, since I'm new to the sport, pretty much who is Colby Covington? Colby Covington is a welterweight. I don't know if anybody answered this yet, but Ethan, what's up, my man? Oh no, Ethan, I'm sorry. I will add you. I absolutely forgot about that. I will add you. In fact, if you don't mind, would you add me, Ethan? I'm sorry about that, dude. I dropped the ball. If you don't add me, I will add you. It'll be my priority. I'm so sorry. I forgot to drop a Discord link before, and I also forgot to add you. I'm sorry about that. I thought about it later. My bad. My apologies, Ethan. But Donato, Colby Covington is a welterweight, obviously. So he fights at 170 pounds. He's one of the best welterweights in the world. He's probably the second best welterweight in the world. And he's most well known for his support, political support for Donald Trump, and he kind of carries it as a gimmick. But it really helped people to get to know him. But he talks a lot of trash, and he kind of does that. But he backs it all up, and it's undeniable that Colby Covington. Ethan said he just added. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate you, my man. Colby Covington is just one of the best. If Kamaru Usman didn't exist, Colby Covington would probably be the champion. Ethan says he's sharpening his ring rest. Rear Naked says, that's what I was thinking, Donato. They could form a union, but I don't think fighters could get any benefit because of companies like the UFC. What Coach Donato says, I don't think unionization is an option because it's a solely owned company, but I could be wrong. So here's the thing with the unionization, it would be the fighters independent of whichever organization because they're considered independent contractors. So yeah, they're not working for the UFC. But what the idea of unionization is that they would band together, just like roofers or any other contractors, and pay into an entity that represented them and ensured them certain rights like healthcare coverage and da 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 da. This, of course, increased cost. It takes control out of the UFC's hand as far as who they pay what and how they're allowed to treat fighters and how they interact with fighters. So obviously the UFC will fight vehemently against any sort of unionization amongst this group of fighters. In theory, I support fighter unions. I believe that these guys deserve a steady, more transparency in their pay, healthcare coverage, equal access to opportunities within the organization. So some sort of meritocracy. I do understand that Conor McGregor's a star, but these guys are bleeding and working their tails off. There's no way a guy that's 1-3 at the 155-pound division should be fighting for a title. Not when you have other guys that are just Oliveira's out here dying. He's out here trying to survive. And 8-0 or an 8-fight run and can't get a glimpse at the gold. It's just kind of crazy. There's got to be some sort of balance. Something's got to force some sort of meritocracy into the game, or else people won't take it seriously. So here we go. We are about to get going. We've got Max Holloway. Okay, does Savage. Division 18 fight. It could be tough. It could be rough.
You ready?
Max Holloway is just such a challenge. Like I struggle against Max Holloway in this game. I've gotten better, but it's still such a challenge. Ethan says, me versus Donato tomorrow. What do you guys think? Absolutely. I mean, are you thinking about doing it tonight? That would be a blessing. Tomorrow would be awesome. And I would definitely take a break tomorrow, and you guys should definitely run it. I want to see. Like I said to Donato, it's such an interesting fight. It's such an interesting fight. It's such an interesting idea. Donato says he's gonna be DC. Oh, okay, there you go. Donato says he's gonna be DC. In fact, Donato, Coach Donato, I don't know if you want to run after this fight. I don't know if you want to run one. Or anybody, let me know. Here we go. This is crazy. I got. He's putting that Max Holloway on me. I needed that. I needed that. I needed to check that leg kick so badly. And that's another problem with Max Holloway is, like, even if you do damage to that leg, let's say you really encourage them to switch stance, someone with Max Holloway to switch stance, his switch stance is just super high. It's just... Ethan says, I don't have my Twitch link to my PS5 or anything, though, yet. Ethan, you can link it to your YouTube account. And it's so easy. Oh, you know what? I think there was a waiting period, though. Yeah, there was a waiting period you have to go through. So I just said it was so easy, but yeah, that's a challenge. Round one. Ethan says, yeah, you fight him first and I'll see what I'm coming back to on my first day. Donato says, when do you want to get beat up, Ethan? I've been missing these things. You don't have any requests. Yeah, no, I haven't sent you a request yet. Ethan says, how long is the waiting period? I don't know if I had a waiting period because I was a new account or what, but yeah, I think it was 24 hours, a day or something like that. Rear Naked said, I'll send requests as well as Ethan will spar at some point. Yeah, please, Rear Naked. Send those requests. I want to get the spars in. I cannot wait to see where we're at in a couple of months. The types of conversations we're having now. And to be able to pull up a video and be like, dude, when we first started, when everybody first started picking this up, look how, like, kind of noobish we all were. With all due respect, but, and then you guys are going to be killing each other and killing other people out there. Ethan. We're all getting linked up. Rear Naked says, I have no ground clinch game, so there's that. Hey, man, this is how you get it. This is how you get it. I'm telling you, Rear Naked, it's a process. That's why, even though these games aren't perfect and there's a lot you can complain about, the fun part about them is like the development and the layers there are to that development. And you just slowly pick things up. You have these moments where you're like, oh, wow. What? Oh, this guy is murdering me. Jeez. All right, that was a rough round. I mean, he was really laying it on me, putting it down. Jeez. He was pouring it on me, but that's all right. We're going to come back. I feel like I got the first round, he got the second round. There we go. Have to give him something else to look at. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought you might have... I was like, oh, no. I'm just messing up all over the place. Alright. I need to be able to... Ah! I don't mind going back in the guard for a second. Wow. Ah. There we go. Donato says, I will go over 300 fights tonight. I'm still learning. Yeah, no, that's a lot of fights in the short period of time that you've had the game, Donato. But 300 fights in the long, you'll have thousands. You will have thousands and thousands of fights. I mean, by the time this game's over, you might have 7,000 fights. Who knows? Depending on how much you like it. When you really pick it up and start getting out there, and you after you start getting your first wins, you overcome. I feel like in this game, when you overcome a challenge, like you beat a guy that's always beaten you, you overcome that first guy. I don't remember who that was for me, but I know that those moments mean something in this game. Like, wow, this guy used to kill me, and now I can overpower him. I've learned this game, clearly gotten better, you know. It really feels good. Donato says, yep, my right hand is sore. It's a sore wreck, yeah. Yeah, man, if you're not used to it, I guess, you know, you just kind of build up the muscles for it over time. But yeah, if you're not used to it, I imagine. And I don't know how you're holding your controller. I refuse to use like a claw grip. I don't know. I see some people playing that way, and I just can't. I just can't force myself to claw grip my controller. I'm sitting there using it the traditional way. This is traditional video game playing. That's all I'll take. Yeah, I just had a moment. Oh my God! Ethan says he plays claw. Can't do it, my friend. That's wild living. But I understand there's an advantage. There's an advantage to using that claw grip. I just can't. My muscle memory. It's too many years playing old school, traditional gamer approach here. Too long doing that for me to switch up to you young bucks, start clawing my controller. But yeah, I've seen it. I've watched people play with the claw grip, and it clearly is an advantage. Donato says it all depends on what I'm trying to do. I have huge hands, so I only have so much room. Yeah, if your hands are really big, I imagine that claw grip is going to be more appropriate for you. The bigger the hands, the more claw grip would be better. It's something you might even want to look into if you're not using it naturally. I thought it's hilarious. I saw this picture of Shaq drinking water out of a normal, like, a regular water bottle, plastic water bottle, and it looked like a fake, like a toy water bottle. Critical Salmon, what's up, my man? How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. It's a weird energy for me after that fight. You know what? I stopped talking about the fight. One of the worst parts about the eye energy, and by the way, Congratulations to Critical Sandman, choking somebody out in Argo, I think it was. Once again, submission specialist, getting it in. But the screaming from Bilal was awful. I felt like we watched the guy get blinded, and it was making my stomach churn. It was just. Critical Sandman says, yeah, it was aggro. Yes. Congratulations, my man. Fighting a Division 18 fighter. His name is The Savage, 206. Ethan, that's awesome. You're live. Okay, cool. My bad, Ethan. Sorry for the misdirection. I had some sort of waiting period, and I don't know why. Donato says, I tend to use the R1 and L1. Hold on one second. Yeah, Critical Sandman. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place here. But yeah, the screaming from Bilal, it made me cover my mouth. Because the only thing I wanted was to ensure, and I still haven't seen if he's got permanent damage to his vision. It's all I was thinking about. It was just like, F the fight, who cares? This guy's screaming and writhing in pain. That was just gut-wrenching. And all hopes that Bilal is safe and you know, his family is... Because that'd be hard to be his family watching that. Donato says he tends to use R1, L1 for index fingers, and R2, L2, is that claw? Yeah, that's claw. To me, that's claw. That's claw to me. I just use my pointer fingers. That's it. I'm switching back and forth with my pointer finger, going R1, R1 and R2, L1 and L2. You know, using my right and left pointer fingers. So here we go. Got The Savage in the building. 5th round against Max Holloway. Ah! I don't know. Critical Sandman says who's winning. I don't know. I don't know who's winning. I can't tell. I really don't know. I mean, I think he won the 2nd round, but after that, it's just been kind of a blur. Ethan says, let's fight tonight, Donato. Yes, let's. I want to see that fight. If you guys could do it tonight, that would be awesome. Get myself a adult beverage. Oh my god, I don't know who's winning this fight. I feel like he just did a lot of good work right there for himself. I'll have to go buy a monster first. If you can set up the stream, sure, yeah. Oh, I can't pull up on him. Smash, smash. Yes, critical salmon. I need to. I don't know. I don't know. So I can stream on YouTube right after. Yeah, I want to see this fight. I honestly, Ethan versus Donato is worthy of a watch. Woo! I just put him down. That was a tough fight. Max Holloway is such a hard fight, but you know,
49-46 and 48-47.
Okay, that was I did better. Let's see how many points we got for that though. That was The Savage 206. Not that great, but hey, we're Division 16. We climbed up. So going back to the comments, let's fight tonight, Donato. Ethan says, I'll have to go buy a monster first. After your stream, we fight. If you can get set up, smash, smash, I can stream on YouTube right after this. So, Ethan, when do you think? Because I'll stop the stream right now. I will fight. I will stop the stream. If you have a monster somewhere near you, if you can buy one, or if you already have got one, I mean, let's go. I'm ready to see this action go down. Ethan says, I haven't fought in definitely over 6 months, so if I come back to someone who's been grinding, I'll feel good. Well, hey, man, that'll be good. So are you ready to go? Or I mean, is that something that's going to go down? Are we going to see that action? Because what I'm talking about, in case nobody knows, is two regulars, mainstays, regulars that we see every day on the stream. Ethan Fair, and Donato, a.k.a. Coach Donato, both getting back online, getting UFC 4, and they've kind of boiled up a rivalry here. We want to see this fight go down, and I want to see it. Ethan says, I'm on the toilet. If you want to run one more fight on the stream, that is awesome. Donato says, yep, good test either way. Critical Sandman, all eyes are on this fight. Yes, we will run one more. Guys, give me 1 second. Let me get a glass of water. I got a little bit of dry mouth right now. I'll be right back with you right after this. All right, I came back. I'm right here. So we're going to go do one more. Let me get back in the room. Oh my God. You guys, I just tripped. I just had a journey that I shouldn't have had. I have a very small apartment for what just happened to me. It took me way too long. And so here we go. We're going to get one more fight in. Donato says he's getting on now. It's about to go down. We're going to watch Bones versus DC. I'm excited. Ethan Fair versus Coach Donato. Bones versus DC in the building. This is going to be a hell of a fight. In fact, Critical Sandman predictions. You know, Ethan says, my first day back in close to a year. Let's make it strong. You know what? I want to watch this fight now. I want to stop this stream and watch it. But to answer Critical Sandman, I feel like it's fair that I put a prediction out here because this is our team. Our team stream. I want to say Donato has only 300 fights. So I expect that Ethan comes in here, and I expect Ethan probably to win this fight. But I also think that we're going to be surprised by how well Coach Donato does for only having, think about when Coach Donato's never played other games. So I think he's gonna do very well for how inexperienced he is. When you have a lot of experience with these games, even if you haven't played for 6 months, you're a beast. It's hard. But anyways, Ethan, are you kicking on your stream? Because let's go. I want to watch that. Just wondering, Ethan. By the way, where are we with these rankings? 431st. Okay, Ethan says he'll start in about 2 minutes. So he's going to start in 2 minutes. Excellent. We're going to run a fun fight. Let's run a fun fight real quick. We had a good night. 2 wins. 2 ranked fights. It's going to be a shorter stream, but we had 2 ranked fights. It's just a weird energy. I'll admit. I've got a weird... I feel weird about the fights. I feel like it just should have been different. We should have had a little bit more... I wish we would have gotten a full answer. I wish we would have had our questions answered about Leon completely, although Leon looked amazing. Getting the fight stopped like that. Jeez. Ethan, don't run heavyweight a lot either. I'm excited for this. Yeah, I do. Ethan, yeah, I am super excited for this. So let me know when you're about to run it. And let me know when you're on, because I'm just doing this for just a warm up or just to play, and then I'll hop on over to your channel, Ethan Fair. I know the world might not care about this the way I care. I think I'm a little too excited for this.
Ready?
All right, so here we go. So yeah, Ethan says this is the pay-per-view. It absolutely is. Coach accidentally rhymes. That's right. I can't help it, Critical. I cannot help it. It's just in my soul. I got these rhymes like all the time. I got all these rhymes at all times. Donato says, did you get my invite? You guys let me know. Let me know when I need to join the, and can you drop, or yeah, Ethan, let me know, or somehow, I can't, I'm anxious. Critical Sandman says H-bomb incoming. Yeah, that's right. You know what? I think he might need an H-bomb. I gotta set it up though. Woo! Ethan's on his way to his room right now. It's going down. He'll give the link on Twitter. Excellent. Thank you. Dude, think about being 48 years old and fighting at a championship level in the UFC. Just think about that. And Dan Henderson, by the way, I wonder what condition he's in. I wonder what price he paid for that. Because that's just not... 48 is 48. Nobody's a god. Nobody is defying reality. I mean, there's a price to pay for training at the level it took to train at Dan Henderson's level. And yes, he had TRT. Yes, he was on testosterone replacement therapy. But go ahead. Turn 48 years old and go take all the testosterone therapy replacement you want and try to do what he did. It's just, it's rare. It takes a different human being. Dan Henderson is an animal. My God, one of my favorite fights, I have a poster of this fight in my house, is the first Shogun versus Hendo fight. Beautiful poster, by the way. Beautiful. You like the... I hope you guys like how I say beautiful. Oh, we're in the fight lobby. All right. So, Ethan versus Coach Donato's going down. I'm joining Ethan's stream. Ethan Fair, please don't start this fight before we get it going. Kind of an abrupt ending to the stream. It's a weird energy to tonight, but we got 2 ranked fight victories. We're climbing the charts, doing better. I will catch you all on the flip side. Critical Sandman, join me on Ethan Fair's stream, please. I will catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out.